Hey, I'm Mack. Welcome back to my channel. As always, don't forget to like and subscribe and consider joining my Patreon for access to new videos told 24 hours early, as well as some Patreon exclusive content. Okay, so I'm being told that Pure Romance, which is a sex toy and sexual wellness product multi-level marketing company, has made a new announcement that I absolutely need to see. So that's what we're going to take a look at today. All right, let's go.
Good evening, good afternoon, good morning, depending on where in the world you live. We're coming to you with a message to share some exciting news about the future of our company.
Why do I feel like you're playing it fast and loose with the word exciting?
First, I want to say I'm so grateful that we are celebrating our 30th anniversary this month. I'm just as passionate today as I was 30 years ago when I opened the doors. Pure Romance has always been anchored in sexual wellness and our ability to grow and change with the times. And I'm hopeful that this will have us flourishing for the next 30 years. We will always hold true to our core pillars of education, empowerment, and providing a safe place for people to learn about their bodies and relationships. I'm excited because we're continuing to grow and evolve. And that is what we're here to discuss today, Pure Romance's evolution. Chris?
Since day one, we've been evolving as the demands and expectations of the consumer evolves. We're now
Jesus Christ, I mean, just everything's evolving. You're just evolving as the consumer evolves. Everything's evolving. We're all about evolution, I guess. So I'm sorry, but the exciting thing reminds me of a sketch from back in the day on SNL.
Today, I'm just so excited because I want to talk about the exciting new products I added to the package we put together on Focus on Beauty 1.
It's just exciting. I'm so excited.
now at the point where we must adapt by shifting our business model. Starting May 1st, we will be moving from multi-level marketing sales channel to omni sales channel.
Okay, first of all, I mean, I guess I'm always glad to see another MLM bite the dust. But what does omni-channel mean? So I'm just hoping that we find out what that means. Omni-channel. Okay, starting May 1st.
What is the omni-channel?
Oh, I'm so glad that that's where we're going next.
We take a fully integrated approach to our business.
What the hell does that mean?
The goal of an omni-channel is to provide the customer with a seamless experience across all aspects of our retail journey.
Okay, what does that mean?
Whether they're shopping at a party, on your website, on your social media channels. Successful businesses are now driven more than ever by data. Data is clear that the multi-level marketing business model is not a viable long-term option for Pure Romance.
It's not a viable long-term option for anybody, sweetheart.
This is both in response to the disruption and the regulatory changes by the Federal Trade Commission that have continued to happen in the multi-level marketing space.
Ooh.
And the expectations of today's customer.
To not be scammed? Yeah, they do have that expectation.
Because we are considered part of the multi-level marketing space, we are restricted.
What do you mean you're considered to be part of the multi-level marketing space? You are a multi-level marketing company.
From taking steps to increase our brand equity through social media marketing and traditional advertising like magazine and television. This change will open that avenue as well as eliminate the stigma that younger generations associate with multi-level marketing companies.
Oh, well, why ever would they have that?
The core concern is very clear. When looking at the numbers and the industry trends, if we do not adapt, it's very difficult to continue to grow. In 2022, the MLM space, retail space, sales only represented 0.84% of the US retail sales.
Okay, first of all, good. That's awesome. I'm so glad. I think that 0.8% is still too high though. You know, if that were your BAC, you'd still be considered drunk in legal terms. Okay, so I think we're still drunk on MLMs. We're still over the legal limit of MLM retail sales. Second of all, if you're reading off of a prompter, which is what you're doing right now, you know, maybe it might take a couple of takes, okay? But right now, it just looks like you're reading and sounds like you're reading. Maybe you should have shot this a couple of times.
Putting this as the lowest mark in sales since 1992.
Wow. So since I was 2 years old. That's good. Great job, everybody. We're doing great. We're doing great. Lowest since 1992. Although I'm a little bit disturbed that we're still doing worse than 1992.
The bottom line is this. Many consumers don't want to support multi-level marketing companies.
Damn straight they don't.
The anti-MLM conversation on social media is rampant.
Yeah, we're just rampant, you guys. We're like an infection.
We've seen all the anti-MLM, including Reddit thread, which more than
It's called a subreddit.
800,000 plus followers.
Great job, everybody. We're doing good. We're doing good.
Have joined in. In the US, 40% of Gen Zs admit to being influenced online, often by brands featured in videos they watch or suggestive advertising on social media.
Suggestive advertising or suggested advertising? Jesus Christ. Also, all I'm going to say there then is that either 60% of Gen Z is lying or 60% of them are just unaware of themselves being influenced.
Applications based on media algorithms. Right now, Pure Romance is regularly shadow banned by Facebook and other social media platforms.
Okay. Here's the problem with claiming for anybody that you've been shadow banned. What you're effectively claiming when you are saying that you have been shadow banned is that you have in your head some arbitrary, non-evidence-based, minimum plausible amount of interest and engagement that could possibly happen for your content, right? That's what it is, because you don't believe that it is possible for people to be that disinterested in your content, because there's only a couple of possibilities here. Either the algorithm was specifically targeted to disfavor your content, even though people found it interesting, that the powers that be specifically tuned this algorithm to disfavor you, or you're claiming that the powers that be specifically personally went in and discouraged people from seeing your content even though they were interested in it. That's what you're saying with shadow banning, when in reality, it's probably just that because it's an MLM post, people don't care, they're not interested, they're not clicking on it, they're not engaging with it, and that's why you're not getting the amount of engagement that you, for whatever reason, are incorrectly expecting, that you have this incorrect assumption of the amount of engagement and interest that you should be receiving. That's what you're saying when you're saying you've been shadow banned, and that's why it sounds like sour grapes, because it is, because there's no, you just have this idea of the amount of interest that is as low as it could possibly be and still be plausible to you. You think it is impossible for people to not be interested in what you have to say, but they're not interested. And that's why people aren't seeing your content. People aren't seeing your content because people don't engage with it and they're not interested.
One of the main reasons MLM companies are not appealing to consumers is the price point of the product. our prices have gotten higher. The prices of goods to be higher because we have to pay for downline compensation that's built into the product.
You know, I always hoped that this day would come when I would hear someone from an MLM finally admit to this. And now that it has come here, I feel strangely I honestly, I don't know what to say. I'm kind of perplexed. Are you just, so you're just admitting that your products, your like vibrators and lubes and whatever, were overpriced so that you could pay downline commissions? Yeah, you know what? You know who's been saying that for like years and years and years? The anti-MLM community has been saying that for like ever, except you guys always make excuses for why that's not the case. Well, it is the case. Now you're admitting it's the case now that you're shutting down your MLM operation. So, I guess that's, thank you for admitting it, I guess.
This will allow us to be way more competitive on pricing in the future. And this is much needed considering the high demand for these products in all new distribution channels. We will still have the best products on the market, hands down. The ever increasing
hands down pants
demand of these products have more companies increasing their offers, like Goop, Walmart, Amazon, Target. You've even seen celebrity-sponsored toy and lubricant lines that come, and they'll.
Well, they don't come. The people using them come. Anyway, are you saying that Pure Romance is responsible for this? Because I don't think that you are. I think there just overall was more of like a sex positivity movement going on, and I don't think Pure Romance had anything to do with that. And if you are claiming to be, if you are claiming that Pure Romance was responsible for that, you are utterly delusional. You are delusional. You are deluded.
Be more. But what's amazing is you're truly in the right place at the right time. The desire is high for our product line. We have the best products in the market, and we always have for the last 30 years. Our competitive advantage is one of the anchors of our business. This is the concierge service that you all provide around your products. You serve as a personal shopper, an educator, an advisor to your customers. So here, what's changing at Pure Romance is less emphasis on the compensation for building a team and more opportunity on focusing on your personal retail sales.
So I still don't quite understand what's going on here then. So are they changing to being like, you don't recruit, like all you can do is sell products? Because that's an improvement. I mean, I wish they weren't still doing this, but whatever.
Taking care of your customers and that omni-channel experience, tailoring if they want to shop with you online or at a party or at an event, that they get the best possible experience. While traditional override bonuses are being eliminated, there's rewards for considering for personal productivity combined with new consultant productivity. This decision was not made lightly, trust me. This was a critical step to ensure the future of our business, and it will allow us to invest even more in your success. Good news, you can still buy product at one of the best buying discounts in the country and be able to make even.
You notice how you can see his eyes moving from left to right on the teleprompter? It's kind of annoying once you notice it. Yeah, you need to use a lens that has a longer focal length if you're going to read off of a teleprompter, because otherwise it's like you're going to notice that you're doing that. You have to use like I would say like at least a 50 millimeter focal length if you're going to read off of a teleprompter, or else you're gonna see your eyes are moving from left to right. Anyway, I highly doubt that the discount is that good, because you don't really move enough volume to have that good of a pricing on your products, or to really be able to claim that kind of quality with your products. There are already plenty of established sexual wellness product brands and sex toy brands. They already exist, and like they're actually focused on quality, unlike anything. And nothing in the MLM space is ever actually focused on quality, because they're trying to make it as cheap as possible so that they can give the maximum bonuses to the people at the top of the pyramid. So I don't see why anyone would believe anything that you're saying about this. And also, it still kind of sounds like you're sort of still doing similarly to multi-level marketing. Maybe it's just like salespeople now, but I don't see how this is going to work for you guys.
Even more money as you take care of your customers. There's no other company's sales force that can purchase products up to 60% off. And this will not change.
I mean, you're effectively just saying like a wholesale price here, except it's probably still not wholesale. It's probably really the retail price, and then it's just marked up even farther for the MLM retail sales. Because I mean, 60% off, that's not a big wholesale discount. Like, wholesale usually is going to be half the price of what the retail price is. That's the standard retail markup. Normally when a retailer is selling a product, they're going to sell it for twice as much as what they bought it for from the wholesaler. Like, that's just the way that it works.
This is what my mom built the company as, is a place where you sell, you work, you.
That's his mom.
Control your destiny and what you want to make. Let me explain how our buying discount will work. Our buying discounts are going to be very similar to what you're used to.
Listen, the last thing I want to see is a pure romance party. And so the most thing that I definitely do not want to see even more is a pure romance party in slow motion.
Right? So let me go through the chart and explain exactly how this buying discount will go. You're used to seeing the same exact thing. When somebody enters the business, they start at 30%. That's not going to change. Let's not sleep on that, by the way. That's one of the best buying discounts there is out there. 30%.
Okay, first of all, there are. Second of all, like, who cares? Who cares?
% on whatever you sell, that's pretty good.
All of these percentages fail. Like, a percentage only matters once you know what the absolute pricing is.
The cool part about it is it's going to start increasing in little stair steps. Now, we've added a couple things in there. So when you do sell and you have $500 in career retail sales, you'll move to 35% buying discount.
What happened to the 60%? I'm so confused. And also, okay, that 50% buying discount, even if that is actually getting you down to a actual wholesale price, that still is only that's just what the normal wholesale price is for any retail operation. Any retail operation is going to get the things that it sells for half of what it sells them for. That's the standard. That's a 100% markup. That is the standard retail markup. That's how retailing works. So I don't know what you're talking about, dude.
Once you have $1,000 in career retail sales, you'll move to 40% in buying discount. When you have $5,000 in career retail sales, you will move to having 45% buying discount. And once you have career retail sales of over $10,000, you'll move to the 50% buying discount, which is awesome. Everybody knows though, when you have a 50% buying discount, you love those buy up a level days that move you to 60%. You love the daily sales that Pure Romance continues to offer. We're going to continue to keep doing that. You love the fact of having 6-packs and different bundles. We're going to continue doing that too as well. None of that changes because we understand that you have customers that have needs for our products, both online.
They don't have customers. Will you get that out of your head, please? Furthermore, I haven't heard anything about how you're planning on lowering the prices of the products, given that now you're not going to be giving out those commissions on the downlines. So are those prices going down or what? Like, you haven't said anything about that yet. You've mentioned the fact that they were priced too high, but you haven't said anything about where your prices will be coming down to. So what's the deal?
At parties, at events, sitting down one-on-one. You will also be able to make money on referrals for people joining the business. People are always looking to make extra money. And the program that we offer here at Pure Romance is amazing. 45% of Americans right now have a side hustle. And we have one of the most, if not the most lucrative opportunity for people.
Oh, what a load of bullshit. My side hustle makes more money than most of your Pure Romance consultants. Trust me, especially now. Now, like, you can't even get stuff for recruiting. And let's be real, that's how you make money in multi-level marketing. That's not how, I mean, most people won't ever make money. Most people will lose money. But for the people that do make money, it's by recruiting. That's how it happens. That's the only way it happens. Like, what did Jessie Lee say? She said, you got to build it wide, right? Yep.
Our biggest goal is to develop new consultants, new people getting into the business, new business owners that want to start their journey and helping them develop to start off strong and continue to grow. Let me talk a little bit about how this referral bonus will work. There will be opportunities for people to join the organization with no purchase of a kit. More of that will be explained in emails and frequently asked questions. There'll be ways for people to join with a traditional kit as you've been used to seeing. But the cool part about it is when they join the organization and they do well, you as the person that referred them and said, this might be a great opportunity. If you love to be able to help people, you love the products around sexual wellness products, you love to be able to connect with people either online, in person, at events, hosting parties, whatever, this is an opportunity where you as the referrer can make money. Let me explain the chart. So in the first 2 months of a brand new consultant's journey, you have the ability, if she sells $500 in retail sales, the ability of having a $100 referral bonus. If she sells $1,000 in her first 4 calendar months, you receive $150. And as the chart goes down at $750 and $1,500 and also $3,000 referral bonus, you have the ability to earn $5,500 in referral bonuses, which is very, very strong in today's world.
But it's not, though. That's not that good. Because did you see that? If you get a new person into the business, right? Which, okay, it sounds like all they've eliminated are the override bonuses or whatever. So it's really just they've only eliminated part of the multi-level marketing aspect of it. It's just not multi-level anymore. It's all one level. But still, okay, so you get someone into the business, they make $36,000 in retail sales, and all you get is $3,000 after that. They made $36,000 in retail sales in 2 months, the first 2 months, and you get $3,000. So, like, what the fuck? That sucks. Like, compared to the amount of work that is, that's not good. That sucks. Okay, the way he says it makes it sound like that's so much, but okay, so you do that in your first month, then you got to keep getting more people to come in, right? You got to keep getting more consultants to join, and you got to keep getting them to sell $36,000. And I'm sorry, but you're still not going to be making rent if you live in any major metropolitan area, if you're only making $3,000 a month, and that's only if you're churning in like one of these super consultants every month.
There's companies like Google, Amazon, Facebook, IBM, Chipotle that all have referral bonuses. This is Pure Romance's new referral bonuses that we're able to pass on.
Okay, but the referral bonuses for like Amazon or for Google are either going to be for affiliates, which is a different thing because that's just that's like per product sale. It's not like based on like a total, and it doesn't require anyone to join the business. It just requires them to make one purchase. It's not you getting a consultant to get sales and then you get paid for them making sales. With an affiliate, it's just they get someone to click their affiliate link and make a purchase, and you get money for that. That's it. That's you directly getting them to make a purchase through your link. That's a different concept. Chipotle, does Chipotle have affiliate marketing? I don't even know what he's talking about with this referral bonus. Most of the time, it's going to be, for any business, it's going to be just that if you get a friend to sign up for the same thing that you signed up for, which means, again, that you're both customers, not that one of you works there. You're like, that's just like, oh, like I have one of my credit cards. If I get one of my friends to sign up for it, I could get like a $400 statement credit or something, or if I get however many people to sign up for it. But that's a different thing. I don't work for that credit card company. Like that would just be me as a customer getting someone else to become a customer, and I would get money for it. That's all that would be.
On for you for assisting and guiding somebody in their first year of their journey of owning and operating their business.
They don't own shit.
I know you're probably thinking, what happens after I work with somebody for 1 year in the business? How do I support her? What do I do? You still have the ability to support, talk, hang out, do whatever. But one of the things that
Yeah, but you're not going to because you're not making any override bonuses on it, huh?
we're going to do to help support is we are going to be putting regional managers in place to help with dedicated training, help with support, help with helping your region. But the cool part about it is we're going to be there every step of the way to help with our new people that are starting their journey and owning and operating their own.
They don't own shit.
Now, let's talk about another way of being able to make money. A lot of you are used to this. This is our retail sales bonuses. Now, you know our retail sales bonuses were typically for the high flyers. Somebody that was doing $7,000 to $100,000 would be the ones that would be getting these retail sales bonuses. Better yet, I call them cash back bonuses, kind of like Discover. Let's talk about our bonus chart.
How is that like Discover?
This is really cool because our retail sales bonuses now will start at $500. That's right, $500 you'll start receiving retail sales bonus. Now the first one at $500 is just going to be free product. After that, once you hit $1,000,
Free product? Are you kidding me? And I love that they're putting a cash value on here for it. Oh my God. Okay, so you don't even actually get $50. You get $50 of free product. What the fuck? How much? There's no way that these pure romance people are getting laid that much. I guess everyone goes, maybe that's why they need some of it.
all the way up to $40,000, you'll be...
Okay, Discover doesn't require you to charge a certain amount before you start getting a % cash back. You get the % cash back on everything that you charge to the Discover card. You don't have to charge $1,000 before they start giving you 2%. Okay, they give you the 2% on everything that you charge, whether that's $2 or whether that's on $1,000 in charges. You don't have to charge $1,000, and also usually it's going to be more than like. Although some cards it's like 1%, sometimes it's like up to 3% depending on how good your credit is. But I mean, this is not great. Okay, it's not like Discover.
Be able to decide, do you want cash or do you want free product? Take a look at the chart. You're gonna see.
That's a real thinker. I mean, also, can I just say that the fact that they're giving you a choice between getting $20 or getting $80 in free product, and that's like a real choice that they're letting you make, says a lot.
In the chart, it clearly states that you have the ability to decide if you have $3,000 in sales or $5,000, you will see that there is a cash version that you can accept, or there is a retail or a free product that you can accept. Either one, it's your decision. In the back office, it will always be defaulted to cash. It will be up to you to go in and change if you want to receive free product.
Okay, I mean, I guess at least that's good that it's cash, but like, aren't you really saying that like this is all your product is worth?
All of that will be in our policy/handbook guide, so you'll be able to take a look at how all of that works. You can decide if you want cash or free product. That choice will be up to you.
Yeah, you establish that. Also, I would just point out that if you're a normal retailer doing a normal retail markup on product, you get 50% of what you sold the product for, okay? Because half of that was your markup and half of that's gonna go to the wholesaler. So I don't know, maybe just you should open your own retail store or something. I don't know.
You can now see that you truly get to decide what type of selling you want to lean into. Do you want to incorporate the omni-channel approach? Some online, some in person, some at an event. I'm sure of one thing you're thinking. What's going to happen, right, with the teams? I told you about the regionals. They're going to be there. You get to have the culture that you decide. You don't have to change anything. You can still do your meetings, still do your little trips, do the different things that you love about being together.
Well, I think what they loved about being together was for the uplines to profit off the downlines. So I think all of that's going to stop right away real fast.
You just don't get paid on anyone.
Exactly. Oh, well, you know, in MLMs, it's not all about money. I would love to know how many of these teams will still be just very cohesive after this, because as we know from what they've told us, it's not all about the money. It's about the sisterhood and the friendships. So this theoretically should not matter. This should be totally irrelevant to these pure romance teams that are just, you know, like this.
After 1 year, you can still grow, you can still develop, you could still do your activities. We want you to instill that we are one team at Pure Romance. That's always how it's been.
How?
We get to work together. You get to meet so many people across the globe. We will continue to facilitate a flexible, collaborative environment that provides support and resources for you to run your business your way. We will be able to increase our brand equity by increasing our advertising budget. And we'll be able to focus on competitive pricing.
Okay, what's that pricing going to be? And second of all, but I thought that multi-level marketing was so much better than advertising.
And continue to innovate for the best products on the market. Patty?
We are confident that this community will be stronger as a result of the changes that we are making today. When I launched this organization, we started as one team, and I'm thrilled that we are focusing on a unified team once again, and that is Team Pure Romance. Thank you for everything that you have done to support the Pure Romance mission, and know that we will continue to support you as you continue to provide people with a product that is more accepted and needed now more than ever.
Yeah, they're doomed. They just are. I don't know what to say. Also, I still can't get over that that's his mom. That's so weird. It's so weird. Well, obviously, there's just, unless they have a real plan for how they're gonna, this never works. It never works when an MLM tries to transition cleanly into being a legitimate business. Like, because they don't understand how different the pricing and just the overall practices are in an actual business versus a multi-level marketing company. Because it's just so different. Because one of them is a scam that's trying to get money from your employees, essentially, up the top of the pyramid, and the other one is actually trying to sell a lot of products to customers, not your employees, and to turn a profit on that. Like, that's a very different thing. And it's also like, okay, so are you going to then be selling your products through retailers, or how's that going to work? It doesn't make any sense to me. Are they going to be selling Pure Romance and branded products, or are they going to be... it doesn't make any sense. It doesn't seem like they have this all thought through, because otherwise you would think that they would have had their new prices on all of their retail products ready to go at this time, but they don't have that. This company, mark my words, it's not going to be around another 30 years. I would be surprised if it's around like another 5 years, because people aren't going to be as driven to put new people into the company, and unless they're able to get a bunch of retail sales suddenly out of nowhere, they're not going to have any money coming into the company, because no one's going to be recruiting, no one's going to be getting all those new consultants in, because they're all gone after a year. So I don't see how this is going to work for them. I mean, also, like you mentioned, like Target and Amazon. Do you know that Target and Amazon already sell all of these things? Like, they don't need you don't need like Pure Romance jumping in here. It's not like those products aren't available there. I don't get it. It's just not. A lot of people are not going to come. I've been Mack. Peace out. Bye!